So it's like March, and I kind of just forgot to do this. So, hello. End of season recap in March. Jesus. So what happened for the 2023 Chicago Bears? Well, there's a lot of pain, a lot of questions, and it ended not well. So, overview: the Bears finished with a dud of a 7-10 record, finishing last in the NFC North after our GM proclaimed that we take the NFC North and never give it back. What he meant by that was that he will be taking fourth place in the NFC North and never giving it back. Just kidding. I have a little faith. Um, but this technically is an improvement over 3-14, although I don't feel like it was, considering that team probably should have won 7 games. That's in my opinion. But so what's this over here? Can my mouse? What's this? What happened here? Well, I don't know. They kind of just said nothing about this. I've been waiting. I've been waiting to hear of the full story, and it seems to be nothing. What does this mean exactly? What does this mean exactly? I don't know. I don't really know. Um but it's clear that the Bears don't care. So we fired our defensive coordinator after week 2, or well, sorry, he left for family reasons. Yeah, I'm sure it was. It didn't help the defense until we actually traded for someone. But let's go over the draft picks, I guess. I don't know. I just feel like that would be some sort of. That is not what I want. uh, let's go over what we did in the draft. So, in the 2023 draft, we traded away the number 1 overall pick to the Panthers. Traded back to 9. And then we traded back for a 4th round pick of this year. And come to think of it, it's actually a better pick because the Eagles had gone to the Super Bowl. And then this year they got bounced. Poles is a genius. Anyway, so we traded back 1 pick to apparently it was the Saints pick to get Darnell Wright. He's pretty good. I mean, he started. He didn't get injured, so there's that. We don't talk about this pick. This never happened. Joey Porter Jr. just magically teleported to steal it. Anyway, so then we got Gervon Dexter. If I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember what he did. He's the guy that we got from the Roquan Smith trade, which is like he played. I think I'm pretty sure he started most games because we didn't really have too many things. Why? ESPN, please give me some. He played all 17 games. Don't know how many he started though. He had some pass deflections, some sacks. He's a developmental piece, so I mean that's pretty good. Uh, could be worse. I'll say. Tyreek Stevenson, he started pretty well. Well, actually, not really. His first couple weeks were terrible, but he eventually did something. Got an interception off of Jared Goof. and he won an NFC Defensive Player of the Week award when we played the Falcons. So that's nice. He did okay. He led the team in pass breakups apparently. And then whatever this, what was that pick? What did we do? We traded our second and fifth. Oh, we traded up for the 56 pick, right? In the third round, we used our own pick to pick up Zach Pickens. Honestly, I'm sure he played. I'm sure he did things. I don't know why his parents decided to misspell his name like that. Who knows? Anyway, so he played. I'm sure of it. It was just another defensive tackle to rotate in there. Fourth round. What was that for? Oh. 165th overall. That's a 5th round pick. Come on, guys. So we trade down, and then we got Roschon Johnson, who was a pretty good running back 2, 3 occasionally, depending on when injuries piled up. It was pretty good. Tyler Scott, I don't really. No, he's the guy that we got from Roquan Smith. Could have done better, I think, but considering his frame is this is 5'11", 185. Bro, that's my frame. Why am I not a football player? I'm just kidding. I don't have the speed. Then in the 5th round, we traded that pick to Jacksonville. Oh, that was the trade up. Never mind. Then we got Noah Sewell, brother of Penei Sewell on the Lions. And Nephi Sewell on the Saints? I don't remember if he did anything, but he got one forced fumble. Oh, yeah, he got one forced fumble this year. And then Terrell Smith. Yeah, he did things. I think he played coverage a while for when we were. Whatever. What am I saying? Anyway, and we didn't have a pick in the 6th round because we traded that 6th round pick for Pro Bowl wide receiver Jakeem Grant. We got a Pro Bowl and then he left. And then that Chargers selection, we got 2 7th round selections. We got 2 7th round selections for 2022. Why would you make that trade? That makes okay. And then the 7th round, we got a guy that now is on the Cincinnati Bengals because apparently we needed a bunch of nose tackles, and a guy that is currently on the Buffalo Bills because we chucked him on the practice squad. Actually, no, we chucked him on the practice squad. Was not given a contract, and then he became a free agent. Wow, that was a waste of a 7th round pick. Okay, so we hit on most of them. The later round selections could have been a little better, but we got Guy for blocking whoever the quarterback is, and some developmental pieces on the line. So I say that's good. We need a center for the 2nd round this year, so that'd be nice. Let's look at the season overall, I guess. So the first 4 weeks that just didn't happen. I refuse to believe that those 4 games happened. It was too much pain. Anyway, Then the Commanders game happened. I was like, "Yay, the team finally won! Woo, we can't win on like a normal Sunday, but woo, we did." And then the Vikings game was more more pain. We had to we had to deal with Bajan at quarterback, and then a really great matchup for all the watching audiences. We got the corpse of Brian Hoyer versus Tyson JF Bajent. Get it? Because he runs the ball. That ended well. Not the Chargers game though. That we almost reversed the score. The Saints game, the Saints just kept shooting themselves in the foot. Now that I look back at it, they should have won by at least 30 if they were a normal team. But then the Panthers happened, and I was like, "Yay, we're not as bad as the Panthers." That's good. Can we get more Thursday night games? Well, what's funny is that we played Thursday night football games against the team that would give us the number 1 overall pick and the number 2 overall pick. Yeah, they did not give us quality opponents, that's for sure. And then we choked against the Lions. That was pain. Yeah, we got this. Thanks, microphone. Yeah, we got this. We can beat the Lions. How did that work out for you, buddy? Yeah, we lost. After another 10 days rest, we lose by 1 score to a divisional opponent. And then the Vikings game happened on Monday Night Football. I don't understand, but we went 3-0 on non-Sunday games. If we could just play Tuesday night games every week, that would be nice. Then we hit the bye after that disaster of a game where we hit 4 field goals and won. We played the Lions. I was like, oh boy, time to die. And then we won. Is that because of home field advantage? I don't know. The Cleveland Browns. We were so close. Mooney, you could have easily gotten out of the city with like a fat contract, and now you're wanted dead by the entire city of Chicago because you couldn't catch the ball, and that was the game that pretty much cost us the playoffs. If we won that, at least the Packers game would have mattered, but we beat up on the Cardinals. That felt nothing that entire game, but at least we got 6-9. And then the Falcons, we beat them up pretty hard. I expected a loss that game, and we won by 20. So my expectations were pretty high for the Packers game, and we hit 3 field goals and lose. Right? It was 3 field goals. Right? Yeah, I'm sure it was. Either that we decided to go for 2. I can't remember. This is why I should have made this earlier. Yeah, there's 3 field goals. We should have made this earlier, man. But I just forgot. The thing is that we shut down Jordan Love. Yeah, we just couldn't do anything. But whatever. But going back to those first 4 weeks, that was the most dead inside I felt about sports in like a very long time. Like, what even was that? You do nothing against the Packers, and then your defensive coordinator goes MIA against the Buccaneers. Then he gets pushed out and fired. Like, right after the game, and then it's confirmed like during the next game while you're getting dunked on by the Chiefs, 41-10. I missed my chance to go to an NFL game again. Don't worry, I'll be ready for it in 2031. Actually, nah, it's gonna be 2031 because we'd have to get first place anyway. So that a lot like as adding on to that was the game that Taylor Swift took over the NFL. Adding on to that, that was just pain. Because that was actually when the NFL put too much emphasis on Taylor Swift. It's not like the later weeks where everyone's like, oh, they're putting her on too much. Well, let's be honest, that wasn't that much. But that first game, that definitely was a lot. But, and then the Broncos happened. I was so happy when they went up 28-7. I was like, yes, we can win a game finally. It's taken a year, and then we crap the bed. Eberflus, why? But to go back to the end of the season against the Packers, I was like, okay, so Eberflus, Getsy, the entire staff are done. Like, there's tomorrow. I'm gonna be getting, I'll be up and ready. I don't have to go to fucking school. So let's just hope that I can get up, get ready, have a good voice, and make the firing video. I wake up, nothing, crickets. I see like every other team that needed or had fired a head coach. I see that in my feet, and I'm like, okay, where are the Bears? And then on Tuesday, I see that the Bears are going to be evaluating. What does that mean? And then they fired Getsy and kept Eberflus. Okay. You know what? Maybe we just need a better offense. I don't know. And then it was the peak of the Caleb Williams versus Justin Fields debate, which I don't think needs to exist. Because we knew from the beginning that they're just going to take Caleb Williams. Like, there's absolutely no chance that our GM is going to pass again on the number 1 overall pick. Like, there's no way that he would do that. And I'm just tired of it. I just want, like, thank you, Fields, for the 2 years that you were the starter, but we're going to need someone new, and it's going to be Caleb Williams, and we're just going to have to repeat the cycle over and over. I don't know. Like, I'm just tired of it. I just want to get over with it, but to go back, because now, well, we picked up Shane Waldron as our OC, guy from the Seattle Seahawks. He brought over a bunch of assistants, which was something that Luke Getsy didn't have the honor to do. See, that was the thing. If Luke Getsy was able to bring over the quarterbacks coach of the Packers, I would have. Justin Fields would have probably had better development. Because whatever wizardry that quarterback coach has for the Packers, I'm being dead serious about this. That quarterback coach is way too good at his job. So I would have been happy if like Getsy would have brought him, but he barely brought over any of his assistants. Meanwhile, Shane, he was able to bring over his assistants. pretty well, I say. My question is to Eberflus, are you gonna change? Are you gonna do that? Oh, actually, to answer the first question, hold on. Why is my caps lock on? Let's see. So, I'm just gonna look at. So this was his old picture right here. You know, this crunched up looking old looking man here. Let's look at where the hell I swear there was a new one. Google, you're not helping me in the slightest. What is that? It's the thread. All right. Well, I guess I'm not gonna be. Could this game just not? Well, let's just, wait. No, there's no sound anyway. There. I'll just put up a terrible. This looks much better. That's all I have to say. Um. But he does have a new look. I guess that there really is. There really is that. Then they're keeping it like so quiet on like the front. Like, just make a decision already. Like, well, I mean, technically you can't make a decision. You know, you have to wait until the 15th, but you can still like announce trades and everything. We did that with the first overall pick. We announced the trade before the deadline was even there. But so he also got his new defensive coordinator. I don't really know how much that actually does. I'm sure it no, I don't want. I'm sure it doesn't really help because he still kind of he still is calling defensive plays. So, like, whatever. The cutting of Eddie Jackson and Cody Whitehair, like that had to happen at some point. Their cap space was just a bit too much, so it's sad, but whatever. Oh, Kerry Joseph is the quarterback's coach. New Iberia, Louisiana. Didn't know that. Yeah, Eric Washington. There we go. He was an intern of the Bears in 2005. In the Bill Walsh Minority Fellowship Program, but then returned to Northwestern. Why? Who knows? Who knows why being a Northwestern defensive line coach is better? And then he was hired as defensive assistant. And then D-line coach. Then he went to the Panthers. So, he's been here before, but, he's now our DC. Don't know how much he will do, but he made the Bills D-line look good. So, who knows? I'm honestly just ready for free agency to hit, see which quarterback we pick. Are we gonna gamble on some veteran quarterback? Not really, or are we actually going to be picking Caleb Williams? And then however much Justin Fields is gonna fetch for. I guess players, yeah, Fields. His stats were okay. I mean, I guess okay for Fields, not necessarily for like a quarterbacking. Because in reality, he probably should have better stats. I mean, let's look at it this way. Like, passing yards, we only had 3,400 while our opponents had 4,000 against us. Our opponents average almost 50 more yards a game. Like, who cares? Like, whatever. We gave up a bunch of sacks early game. I don't even know what that was. Nate Davis? Oh yeah, Nate Davis. He left at some point. He was gone for like quite some time. We gave him a three-year, $30 million contract, and he kind of just left for some personal reason. Like, I hope he's okay, but he needs to be a little better mentally, so that, I mean, he can come back, which, I mean, he did, but that's pretty much all I have for the Bears now, because I'm just waiting for free agency, but who knows? Maybe it'll surprise me. But next year's needs center, because Cody Whitehair was our center. Fun fact, he never actually played center in college. And we drafted him to be our starting center first year. And, it's funny when I look like that. But, yeah, that's all. That's all I really have for today. I just came back from a Nebraska basketball game, so I figured while I'm sitting here doing nothing, I might as well do this. So I'll see you guys probably next week when Justin Fields' trade happens, or when I decide to actually make the Nebraska recap, because I still haven't done that, and it's been 4 months. Oh, goodness me. I am so terrible at it. I'm sorry to the 2 people that actually care. Whatever. Anyway. Bye-bye.